Hey guys, it's Sarah with ExtremeTerrain.com, and today we have a review and install of the complete soft top with the black diamond finish, fitting your 97 to 06 Jeep Wrangler TJ with the full doors excluding the Unlimited. This is perfect for those of you looking for a soft top that is similar to OE in fit and finish, however does have tinted windows so you do get a bit of an upgrade. It'll be perfect for those of you looking to upgrade over a worn out or aging soft top, or even change from your factory hard top to a soft top. This soft top includes the aluminum frame as well as that vinyl top and all necessary mounting hardware and brackets. And an additional feature is that the windows in this top are removable, so you can remove these two side windows as well as the back window, and it does include a storage bag as well. So as far as price goes, this option comes in at around $750, which is middle of the road price-wise when compared to other options. And for your money, you are getting this OE style replacement top that does come with tinted windows for a style upgrade as well. So as far as the install goes, I'm giving this one a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It does feature a direct bolt-up install, but if you would like to install that tonneau cover section, it does require some drilling. All in all, it can be done within 2 hours, so with that said, let's check out the install. For this install, you will need a ratchet, a 14mm socket, T30 and T40 Torx sockets, and a Phillips head screwdriver. Now we can start our install with the bracket on top of your windshield. Now it does come with these 2 brackets attached. What we need to do is remove these 14mm bolts. As well as the washer. Now what we're gonna do here, once we have this bracket removed, we're gonna line it up in this opening so it grabs the frame of the windshield. Grab your hardware and thread it in the top. We're gonna get both sides in and then we'll tighten it down. Repeat that on the other side. Line up the bracket, make sure that lip is inside this channel. Thread in your hardware. And with a 14mm socket, go ahead and tighten it down. Repeat that on the other side. All right, so we have the door brackets here. This one specifically is the passenger side. You'll know because these threaded holes are on the inside. Now these are different side to side, but these 2 brackets are the same. So what you'll do, we're gonna start with the rear bracket. This one is a little bit longer. We're gonna line it up here so the threaded portion is facing up. This large portion is also facing up. Grab the 2 screws and thread them in. Once you start them by hand, grab a Phillips head screwdriver and go ahead and thread them in the rest of the way. Now you're gonna repeat that process with the front bracket. This one is a little bit smaller, and again, they're the same side to side. So go ahead and line it up, make sure this threaded post is facing up. Thread your screws in, and once both screws are threaded in by hand, grab that Phillips head and turn them in the rest of the way. Now this bracket does have a bit of adjustability here, so if you do need to adjust this later on, you can loosen up these screws and make the adjustment at that time. Now repeat that process with your other bracket. Now that we have the brackets installed, line up those threaded posts with the holes right on the bottom of your bar, and at the same time you're also gonna line up the bottom of this door bar with the body of the Jeep. Make sure it's on top of this plastic portion. And now we can thread in these posts. Line up that threaded post through the bracket that you just installed and turn the knob until it's nice and tight. Now repeat that with your other threaded knob. Go ahead and line it up and thread it through. And now that they're both in, we can tighten them down the rest of the way. Now we can line up the bottom portion with the body of the Jeep. We have this captured nut here that goes underneath. We'll line that up in the opening. And then the Torx bolt with our washer on there will go in the top. Then with a T40 Torx socket, go ahead and tighten this down. And now that this bar is bolted on fully, repeat all of those steps to bolt it on the driver's side. All right, now we can install these brackets. Now these are side specific and they install right on the down bar here. There are 2 threaded holes. What we're gonna do is grab the included hardware, line it up and get it threaded in. Once they're both threaded in, grab a T30 Torx socket and tighten it down. Now that this bracket is installed, repeat that step to install it on your driver's side. And once it's here, if you do have these covers, you can reinstall them over top of the brackets as well. Now we can attach the side bow assembly. This is side specific, so make sure you have the proper one. And what we're gonna do is line it up to the top bracket first. This is on your door assembly. Grab the metal rod and slide it through both the bow and the bracket. Once we line that side bow up, grab the main pin and slide it through the bow as well as the bracket. Once you have it lined up on the back side, go ahead and grab your pin and slide that in as well. Repeat that to install the bottom part of this bow. Go ahead and slide the pin through both the bow and the bracket. And line up your smaller pin and wiggle it in place. Now we can install these rear bars. You want the opening to be near this bracket and lined up with it, similar to how you did this one up here. And you want the back portion facing up so we can install the rest of the top. Go ahead and line it up over the bracket. Slide your pin through both. And install the pin into the other side. Next up, we have these over portions. This is side specific, so make sure you have the proper side. The first thing we're gonna do is install this post into that top bar. There should be an opening. Once that is securely in there, the lower bar that we just installed, we're gonna line up with the back portion of this. You may have to twist it to get it in place initially, and then we'll get them bolted down. Now for this top post, make sure it's all the way through this bar, and then you're gonna take the included cotter pin and press it through. Now for the back bar, you may need to twist until you see threads to ensure this is in place. Then what you're gonna do is take one of the small screws, thread it in, and then using a Phillips head screwdriver, go ahead and tighten it down. And now at this point, we're gonna join these 2 bars at the top, and then you'll repeat all of those steps to install the bars on your driver's side. Now we have these connector pieces. What we're gonna do is press this silver button in and connect it till it pops out over here. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side with the piece that goes on the other side. Now we're gonna repeat that with the bar over the center. Just go ahead and press down on that silver tab. We're gonna wiggle it until it clicks through on the bottom. You may have to move your foam around it. Repeat that with the other side. Line it up and click it into place. All right, so I did want to point out one thing about these brackets before we can continue. Now, our Jeep has been modified with larger hardware and riv nuts in the back of it to accept this bracket. That means that this one will not actually install without further modification. Now, for you to install this bracket on your Jeep, it does line up to the 2 holes right here. You may need to drill them out slightly to accept the hardware that's included, but all you would do is line it up to those 2 holes and bolt it down. At this point, we can grab the cover itself and slide it up and over. You may want a friend to help you out with this step. And now we can get it lined up. Now we're gonna start at the back of the top, find these snaps on the top of the cover, and it's gonna wrap around this bar and snap in place. Keep moving until all of your snaps are secure. Now we're going to install the front part of the top here. There's a plastic piece that needs to go into this channel. So what you're going to do is line it up with the front of that bracket and start to work it in place. So now we're lining up this plastic piece all the way along the front windshield bracket and sliding it into place. Keep going until the entire top is in its channel. And now we can install this back corner into this channel. This is very similar to how the front goes on. So just go ahead and pull down to get it lined up in that channel. And it may take a bit of maneuvering to get it all lined up. And then press it in place. Now you can repeat that on the other side. Now you can tuck these window pieces in and Velcro them underneath. They just tuck between the bar and the door bar that you just installed. Tuck in these corner pieces as well. Helps to pull down as you do this to make sure it's on nice and tight. And don't forget to Velcro the center of the cover over top of the center bar. Just go ahead and line up both pieces of Velcro and press them in place. There should be 3 different Velcro sections, 1 on each side and 1 in the center. And don't forget to repeat that on the other side to Velcro it in place. Now we can Velcro in the window sections. What you're gonna do is hold up the proper side, line it up with the zipper up top. And then zip it in place. Now you can start to Velcro it. And don't forget to Velcro around the door bar as well. Make sure that's nice and tight. And don't forget to line up the plastic piece in the channel at the bottom. You may need to re-Velcro it to ensure it's sitting properly. And repeat that on the other side. Now we have the back tonneau cover piece here and the rear window. What we need to do is grab it and slide this bottom piece into the opening on this tonneau cover piece. Then get the corner of the window in your zipper and start to zipper it into place. Then go ahead and zip up that rear window. Then grab the bottom of this bracket, line it up with the brackets you've installed on the Jeep, and press it into place. You'll also need to grab this plastic part and tuck it underneath the bracket on each side. And this tonneau piece on the bottom here that goes along the bottom of this bracket, this is optional, but to fully install it, it will require drilling just on the inside of your Jeep so that it can pull this cover tight. Now we're not going to drill into our Jeep today, but if you would like to install it, it does require drilling on the inside of your Jeep. All right, so that is going to do it for the review and install. And remember, for all things Jeep, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.